Maponga is very funny. I find him very funny in most cases.
All right.
Because there are two things I don't understand about Maponga. I saw Joshua Maponga wrote on his Facebook. He said, Chiwenga says, he says, does Chiwenga have proof that Abraham did not observe Sabbath? And I said, the most virulent epidemic to African backwardness is a misguided Pan-African ideology, which is barren to this day. That ideology we call Pan-Africanism, the Julius Nyerere and the Kwame Nkrumah Pan-African ideology, it is itself needing to be revised. It needs to be revised.
Okay.
Yes. The most virulent epidemic to African backwardness is a misguided Pan-African ideology, which is barren to this day. That ideology we call Pan-Africanism, the Julius Nyerere and the Kwame Nkrumah Pan-African ideology, it is itself needing to be revised. It needs to be revised.
Okay.
Yes. I saw Joshua Maponga wrote on his Facebook. He said, Chiwenga says, he says, does Chiwenga have proof that Abraham did not observe Sabbath? And I said, Maponga is very funny. I find him very funny in most cases.
All right.
Because there are two things I don't understand about Maponga. What is the society made up of? What makes up a society? We no longer have a society anymore. So this is why I'm saying I don't want to address. If I'm going to debate with Maponga, I would rather want to have a debate on spiritual matters, because I am an authority in that field. I am comfortable, and I can obviously bring a conversation that is meaningful. However, I find it also very funny,
yes,
that Mr. Maponga, and this is not an attack. I don't know where our people's minds are, because every time Chiwenga speaks, these jobless pseudo-journalists who we now have, content creators masquerading as journalists, they use a language that tries to portray Chiwenga as a man who fights everyone every day.
Yes.
But that is not true.
Yes, not true.
If I say something, they say Chiwenga is attacked. And this is also a sign of the emptiness of our so-called academic credential, our academic prowess as Zimbabwe. You wonder why somebody claims to be educated, but he can't have a civil engagement with somebody. Every comment that I make, it's labeled as an attack.
Yeah.
I commented on the debate, Pastor, which I had with Marufu. I advised Marufu publicly to leave the SDHH.
Yes.
How is that an attack?
It's not.
Chiwenga attacks so and so. Chiwenga attacks so and so. So they want everybody to be baying for my blood. And some of these people are also not intelligent. They read a clickbait caption on Facebook and they start insulting me. They say Chiwenga is attacking this one. I'm not attacking anyone here. Even when I speak about Maponga, this is not an attack.
No.
Is it an attack?
It's not. It's not. No.
In what way is it an attack? What does the word attack mean? Anyway, I'm simply saying he commented, mentioned my name, and he said, do I have proof that Abraham did not attend or observe the Sabbath? I can't say Maponga attacked me. Is that an attack?
No, it's not an attack. No.
So if Maponga has mentioned my name and I don't feel attacked, why then do my responses get regarded as attacks?
It's an attack.
So are you saying everyone can talk about me? I shouldn't respond?
No.
What right have you to mention my name on Facebook, discussing a matter that you haven't involved me or invited me to? But I don't have that right to then respond. And when I respond, it is now labeled an attack.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. But there are people who are paid to peddle hateful things about Chiwenga. Some of them, we know their names. We have nothing good to write about me. But this is not an attack. I'm simply saying, before Maponga engages me on the Sabbath, he needs to be hired by the SDA church. And if he brings an SDA scholar as a hired gun, I'm willing to debate the Sabbath day, even with Joshua Maponga. I have listened to Maponga's teachings when he was an SDA pastor. They were as shallow as the SDA doctrine. And they were as heretic as the SDA doctrine. And now you must understand that you are going to need to be able to pick up what they are doing.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
When they say there is no evidence that Abraham did not observe the Sabbath, they are hiding behind a finger.
That's right.
Instead of saying there is no evidence that Abraham observed the Sabbath, they must actually say there is no evidence that Abraham observed the Sabbath. But they are trying to twist this language to appear like they found something. Now, a logical argument then will arise.
Right.
Huh?
Yes.
If there is no evidence that Deacon Makururu killed someone, can we then say that is evidence that he killed someone?
No ways. No. No ways. No.
Somebody was murdered in Harare yesterday.
Yes.
And the police are looking for the murderer. And then somebody says, I suspect that guy called Deacon Makururu. He should be the murderer. And then your attorney says, no, my client has nothing to do with that murder. In fact, the investigating officers have zero evidence linking my client with the murder crime in question. Can then anybody say, if there's no evidence, then that is evidence that he killed someone? How does that work now?
That's madness there.
That's madness. When I said there is no evidence that Abraham observed the Sabbath, I was actually saying there is no basis for anybody to connect the people who lived before Moses and the Sabbath or the Sabbath day observation.
Not in scripture.
It's not in scripture. And if anybody is a scholar, a theologian, an apologist, it means they went to school and were taught how to argue and how to establish and postulate doctrinal positions.
Yes.
And as far as that is concerned, there are scriptures upon which theological discussions must be hinged, based, and anchored. One of those scriptures is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse number 16.
All scripture is given by inspiration
All
of God,
scripture is given by inspiration of God
and is profitable for
and
doctrine,
is profitable for doctrine,
for reproof,
for reproof,
for correction,
for correction.
for instruction in righteousness.
Why?
That the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
You see, so according to verse 16, all scripture is a profit